Morning, I'm Doug Schoen. I'm here with my friends and colleagues, Pat Cadell and John LeBoutelier. We are political insiders, 7:30 Sunday night, the Fox News channel with Harris Faulkner. Please tune in this Sunday and every Sunday for the how and the why behind the headlines on our political news. We're going to talk Iran now. Pat Cadell, to the best of your knowledge, what's happening and what does it mean?
Well, we thought yesterday they were going to sign a deal for sure on Sunday, and on Monday it's unclear what's happening. The clock is still ticking, and I think that the answer is I don't know. If they sign a deal, it will be a disaster in terms of what it has.
Why will it be a disaster?
Because the United States has conceded every major point that we began the negotiations with. If I were the Iranians, I just want to offer this out to you. If this deal doesn't happen, it's because the Iranians realize they've already won, that they will maintain what we saw last Thursday. It's very hard for the mullahs, in one sense, to do a deal with the great Satan. And so therefore, if they got so much they want, and they want to continue negotiation, they're getting $750 million a month to use on terrorism or whatever they want, and they're still building their nuclear program. So I think they feel like it's in their interest, perhaps, to do this if this negotiation never ends.
No.
And they've got willing partners.
They're going to do a deal. There will definitely be a deal. They're going to get all this frozen money that was frozen when Pat, as a young man, was in the White House. And it's been accumulating huge interest. They're going to get, we've heard, between $50 and $100 billion instantly transferred into their economy, which how much of that is going to be spent on Hamas and Hezbollah and ICBMs and God knows what. They're going to get the UN arms embargo lifted, which wasn't part of the talks. They're getting everything. We're getting nothing. It is the worst deal ever, and it's done for two reasons. Obama wants the legacy. I brought Iran out of the out of the shadows, and Kerry wants the Nobel Peace Prize, and he's going to get the Nobel Peace Prize.
A couple of questions, Pat. Can the Congress kill this deal?
Potentially, it depends on the American people. The Senate, where the first action will take place, there are probably 60 votes, including the Democrats, who will oppose it. The problem is you need 67 if the president vetoes the bill. But I want to tell you what's troubling, because I've done some work on this for Secure America Now and the numbers. Americans are overwhelmingly skeptical about this. Not only that, you saw it in the CNN poll, 2-1, people saying they didn't believe this deal would stop Iran. When you mention the hostage crisis, the money that's been building up, remember, they have done nothing in 40 years to prove that they have any interest in being part of a world community.
Do you agree with Pat's analysis?
Oh, I think totally. I think this is the tumor of terrorism. The headquarters tumor is Tehran. This is the worst government that we could possibly be dealing with. We have all the leverage on them. Their economy's in trouble. We had the sanctions holding. We had Russia and China as part of it. And to unilaterally negotiate with ourselves to give them what they want and get nothing for it is a disaster. I told you off the air. I read this thing where the Iranians are saying, it's funny, Kerry spends all his time in Geneva negotiating with his allies, not with us. So they've caved to Iran. It's just trying to get England, Germany, and France to go.
Whatever you want to say is one of two things with this administration. It is absolute myopia, or they're totally feckless
naivete.
Naivete, and he lives in a dream world. He's been doing this with Iran since day one, when he wouldn't condemn the attacks on the protesters of the rigged election. Right. And
they counted 36 million ballots in less than an hour to get Ahmadinejad reelected.
Yeah, it was a great effort.
With that, let me say three things. First, this is an example of what Political Insiders does every Sunday night on the Fox News channel, 7:30. We get beneath the headlines. We explain what's going on and why it's going on and what it means for our political system. Join us this Sunday and every Sunday with Harris Faulkner, Fox News Report, 7:30. We'll talk Iran. We'll talk American politics. We'll answer the questions you've been asking and tell you why things are going down as they are. For Pat Cadell and John LeBoutelier, I'm Doug Schoen. Thanks very much.